Hey, Sue Peters here, and today I want to talk to you about 4 ways you can build trust and earn credibility with your followers and your audience so that you can make the sale that much faster. My name is Sue Peters, and I've been in network marketing since 2015. When I first started in this business, I did not want to be the hey girl, didn't want to stalk groups, and I didn't want to do the follow and follow game. I really wanted to build trust with my audience, and I wanted to build a business that I could be proud of. So I started to learn about digital marketing. I started to learn about ways on how we can build our business with authenticity. Learning these techniques has helped me create a personal brand that I can be really proud of. I've created courses and mini courses and free lead magnets and all kinds of valuable content for my audience. And now with my business brand, I get to pass on and share all the same strategies and tips and everything that's helped me along the way to create my brand. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing below. I'll be putting out a new video each and every week to help you with your business as well. I'll be sharing all the tips and strategies and everything that I've learned over these years that helped me create my personal brand and really build a business that I can be very proud of that's hey girl free. Okay, let's get into it. Today I want to talk about 4 things that you can do to really build trust and credibility with your audience so that you can, in the end, make the sale that much faster. This business is not about how many followers you have. That's not the metric that you want to use in your business. What's most important is the relationship that you have with the audience that's there and the quality of the people that you have within your audience. You want to make sure that you're attracting people who actually vibe with you, who actually connect and relate to the stuff that you share. Having 1,000 followers who truly connect and vibe with you is far more valuable than just having 10,000 random followers that really don't know a lot about the content that you share. So that's a very important tip to keep in mind as you continue to grow your brand. Okay, number 1 is going to be consistent, valuable content. It's really important to make sure that you show up to your business consistently. And what that is really comes down to what it is that you can handle based on the season of your business. If you're just getting started, maybe that content's only going to be 3 or 4 times a week, but it's really good, valuable content. If it's something where you've had your business for a little while, maybe it's every single day, but you have to show up consistently. You have to be able to show your audience that you're someone who's going to be there and actually provide them value. The post and pray strategies just simply don't work in our business. Not every single post has to be a time-consuming, long, drawn-out post, but it should provide value in some way, shape, or form. Maybe for that day, it's going to inspire or bring forth emotion. Maybe you're sharing a piece of your story that they can truly connect with. Maybe you're going to share tips or something of value that your audience can connect to. An additional tip that goes along with this is repurpose your content. So when you create a piece of content, post it in multiple areas. If you're brand new and you're just getting started, this part might be a little bit more difficult for you. So maybe initially you're just going to show up and post to Instagram and Facebook. But over time, you really want to make sure that you are seen everywhere. So maybe you create a podcast and that podcast then becomes part of YouTube. And then you post that podcast on Instagram and Facebook, and you create a blog post that you can share on multiple posts that you create. So you want to create an environment where you can be found in a lot of different places, but you ultimately need to show up consistently. Okay, number 2, you need to get them on your email list. It's really important to realize that you don't own social media. You don't own YouTube. You don't own Instagram or Facebook. If your accounts somehow get hacked or shut down, you're going to lose everything because you don't own that platform and there's nothing you can do about it. And trust me, if this happens, it's an absolute nightmare and can feel really defeating. This happened to me last year and it was 6 years worth of hard work that was just entirely gone. If I didn't have my email list, I would have literally been starting from scratch. So create different ways for your audience to connect with you through an email list. With your email list, you can then, guess what? Provide even more value and build and nurture that relationship over time. You're going to find that there's a lot of people that just really need a lot of time to get to know you. And the average person takes at least 7 points of contact before they're willing to purchase from you. And in a lot of cases, it's actually more than that. I've had customers that have followed me quite literally for years before they decide to buy my course or join me in a program that I'm doing. So it's really important to make sure that you can be found anywhere possible and repurpose your content in multiple areas. This also allows people to find you when they're ready or when they're searching for that content. This can be really, really powerful as you continue to grow your brand because you'll find that pieces of content that you created for YouTube or your podcast, those live on for a really long time. A post that you put on Instagram or Facebook has a really short shelf life. So by repurposing content and placing yourself in multiple areas, when people are searching for that content, they're going to be able to find you over time. And that content can live on and on and on. And guess what? That helps you build momentum in your business and create more sales in the future. Okay, number 3, create more relevant offers and recommendations. This one's really powerful if you struggle with the concept of feeling salesy. If you feel like you're constantly talking about your product or service with your network marketing company, then step out of the box and start talking about other things that you love. It's important to remember that you are not your network marketing company's brand. You are your brand. Make sure that you're stepping outside of your company and you're thinking about all of the things that make you you. What do you love? What could you talk about for days? What kind of passions do you have? What's your personal life like? Do you have kids? Do you have pets? Do you enjoy hiking? Do you enjoy walking or biking? Do you have a unique skill? And let's face it, we all have products that we absolutely love and would recommend to our best friend. Your audience is your best friend. So provide those recommendations for other products. This allows you to really build that trust and credibility with people because you're sharing authentically what you love. And there's not always going to be a dollar sign attached to it. And that's okay. There doesn't need to be. What's important to remember is that you are authentic with your audience and you're constantly sharing things that you use, things that you love, and things that you would recommend. Building this trust and credibility can really put you in a position of eventually making the sale. Because if you create a course, guess what? They're going to trust you and they're going to really be interested in what that course has to say. If you're doing something new with your network marketing company, or if someone then has a desire to join a network marketing company, they just might become part of your team. Either way, making sure that you provide relevant offers and recommendation can really build that trust. And over time, as you create your own personal offers like lead magnets, mini courses, or a full course, or a webinar, make sure it's something that your audience can connect with. This is how you're truly going to find the tribe of people that connect to you. Solve their problems. It's one of the most important tips I can possibly give you is to think about what kind of problems your audience has. Create ways to solve those problems, and that's going to build massive trust and credibility with your people. And over time, lead to the sale. And ultimately, isn't that why we got into business? Is to make sales. But in the end, it really is about serving people and making sure that we are giving more than we're taking. Okay, number 4, another way that we can really build solid trust with our audience is to invite them to something that's live. Maybe it's a webinar. Maybe it's a live broadcast on Facebook. Maybe you're going to go live on Instagram. Maybe talk live on your stories so that you can let people in and let them get to know you just a little bit better. Either way, going live in some way, shape, or form can be really, really powerful. It allows you to really provide some extra value to your audience. And then in the end, make sure you have a call to action to invite them to something that you're doing. Maybe you're inviting them to your course. Maybe you're inviting them to a free group or a paid group. Maybe you're inviting them to join your team or to a mini challenge that you're going to do as a group on Facebook. Either way, it lets people get a really good feel of who you are and helps people feel like they actually get to know you. Building trust and credibility with your audience is the most important thing you can do to create more sales. Thanks for listening and hanging out. Make sure you check the show notes below for all the free offers that I have available for you to help you create and build your business, as well as more free trainings that can help you with growing and moving forward. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and leave feedback.